guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back with you guys with Hunter x Hunter, episode 146.
3 episodes to go.
Yeah.
It's the last
and we're
episode.
technically done with the election, right?
Well, we still need to announce, the winner officially. But yeah, last episode, it was Leodio against Periston, and Periston just figured out, at the same time, Killua was healing Gon with Nanika, and they felt the huge power necessary to heal Gon, and Periston was like, oh, I know what's going on. That would be great if Gon showed up right now, because Leodio's whole strategy, because he doesn't really want to be chairman, but
his motivation to become a chairman, if he is to save his friend Gon.
And that's done. So he no longer has a purpose or a motive as chairman. Like, there's nothing left for him to do. So Periston won in that moment, and he kind of, he bought some time by asking questions and stuff and making it longer, till the moment where Morel showed up crying, and then he showed Gon, and people are cheering, and Periston knew he won. And then he explained his whole strategy. He pretty much just wanted, like Ging said, to have fun. Like, he knew from the beginning when Ging was, proposing himself as chairman, when he elected himself, he was like, I lost. But he could picture the whole finale, like him against Ging and Gon showing up and stuff like that. Like, he kind of saw it happen, and he was like, well, Ging is going to win. But then Leodio challenged Ging and took his place, and he saw the whole thing change, and he was like, oh, that could go this way.
Win instead.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And it worked. Like, he knew for sure at the end here, but before that, like, he had this picture of how it would go, and I think he was just interested to see how it would truly go, if it was really going to happen. But yeah, in the end, he trusted Ging, and he trusted the people that Ging trusted. So he did the one thing that everyone else in the fucking Zodiac didn't do, which is trust people. So yeah, I'm thinking Periston is going to be... I mean, people are cheering for Gon, but I don't think Gon is going to be chairman at all. He just saw Ging, so he's got a person to talk to.
That's a conversation that has a long time coming.
Yep. And besides that, Irumi is freaking out over the power that Nanika used, and he's like, that is mine. I want this. So Killua needs to protect his sister, and we need to also figure out what happened to him, the consequence, if there is any, to what he asked of his sister.
I'm sure there is.
We'll see. So yeah, let's jump in this episode and see what happens to our boys next. I want to have that meeting. Let's go.
Alright,
So the sixth thing,
it's been cleared that if you make an order to Nanika, you don't have to pay payments afterward. But if you make a wish, you have to.
But then, yeah, it's the... Knowing this and stuff, like, it would literally be like using Nanika. Like, ordering Nanika to do anything for you is literally like using her as a weapon. It's not like, I'm not asking you gently or anything, like, I'm ordering you to do stuff for me. So yeah, it would be easy for someone like Irumi to control Killua and have him order stuff, but Killua would not want to do that and use Nanika to do horrible stuff. So yeah, it had nothing. Well, I mean, there's a few rules and stuff that implies if you ask her to heal and stuff like that, like the demands later. Like, maybe all of that still applies to other people, but like Killua could just forgo all of that and be like wish versus order. I love that he was trying to save his sister. I love that, even for a sec, like, he kind of... I mean, the way I interpret it, it's like in the end here, he also saw her as a weapon that could be used by his brother. And to save his sister, he kind of wanted to cast Nanika away. But then the good, like, I love the Aruka figure, coming out and being like, Nanika is part of me. Nanika is...
She's crying inside. You've been mean to her. Apologize.
Because, like, the way they've been portraying her this whole time, she's always been creepy. She's been doing horrible stuff.
She's a creepy doppelganger, so yeah.
Yeah, and, like, physically, yeah, but when you think about it, it's not her that does the thing. It's the people that ask things of her. They are the ones wishing for horrible stuff, and she just... She does what she's told.
It tells them, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's true that the whole thing about, depending on what's been asked of her, after that she's gonna, demand horrible stuff as well. Like, she's gonna be cruel to the people around her. Like, it's all of these rules are still fucked up, but it's the ability. That's how it works. Nanika is a being that has feelings, and she just wants to be told that, yeah, you did a good job, you did what I asked you to.
You've been
exactly
good.
So I love that Killua, it was really quick, but Killua needed to hear that, and for Aruka to be truly whole and to be protected as a person, every part of her needed to be understood and considered. Yeah, exactly. So and it seems like the family understood that as well in the end. Like, they're no longer going to be, putting Killua under, surveillance or anything. Like, they'll be like, well, okay, like, he can do his thing. Like, I think he proved to them that he was, he was capable of making the right choice, and he proved to them that he had grown and he was no longer a threat to the family. Like, he understands what to do.
Understood that, Illumi? Huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna back away now?
But, like, that's Killua being one of the youngest. Like, he's the baby. He's not the baby, but he's the baby assassin.
Aruka's the baby.
I think there's someone even younger than Aruka, but in any case, Killua is one of the youngest, and he's his mom's little boy, and his dad. He looks like his dad so much. It's like the heir to the family and stuff like that. Like, they love him so much in their own fucked up way. They didn't want him to destroy the family by making the wrong choices, and the fact that he's been away from the family for so long and he's no longer controlled by Irumi and stuff like that. Like, he's been following his heart a lot more. And when you're an assassin and an assaulting family, I think following your heart is a mistake.
Yeah, that could go against your mission.
Yeah, so it's all like, if you're no longer thinking with your head and you're thinking with your heart, you're putting us at risk. But I think he proved to them that he was capable of making the right choices still, and he saved his sister, which is something his entire family couldn't do, and they couldn't understand her at all, and their only solution was to fucking lock her up somewhere, which is fucked up. So my boy grew up, and he learned a lot about life and about feelings, and he's just proved to us that he's become a full human now, a true human being. It's not just about, I'm, gonna do everything in my power to help you because it makes sense. It's, I'm gonna do everything in my power to help you because I love you. Like, he's acknowledging his feelings, and he's telling people that, and like, it's beautiful because he started so cold as a cold character who eventually grew up to be obsessed with Gon, and eventually it went beyond obsession. It became friendship and love, and same with his sister here. So Killua is a good character. I think he might be one of my favorites in the show.
Yeah.
Like,
besides Kurapika?
Kurapika is my top one because it's Sasuke.
You've seen him like 2 episodes.
Kurapika, I haven't seen him in so long, but his entire character arc
backstory
and his backstory, like, that's what appeals to me. And Killua is usually I like characters that are a bit older and a bit less naive and innocent. Like, not that Killua was any of those things, but his youth made him that type of character, especially like to me in the beginning. So I'm usually not attracted, to these types of personalities and stuff. So I'm still Kurapika is still my boy, even if I'm sad that he wasn't here to support Gon or anything. But Killua would be a close second. He's really up there. And Gon, like, when I say that. I don't hate characters that are naive or that have this innocence and stuff, but because, like, I really enjoy Gon as a character. If you think about it, that's his whole thing. Like, he's all about pure feelings and pure motivation, and like, he showed up, he sees his dad for the first time, and the first thing he says to him is, "I'm sorry for what happened to Kite." Like,
well, I mean, we've said a bunch of them that he's not really simple thinking or simple mind, but he got a straight line of thinking, and for him it's more or less all black or white with what's going on. So you're this and you're that.
Well,
I'm not gonna judge you on this and on that.
Black or white, as in, it's almost like he doesn't want to make things complicated
things,
because, like, he's been friends with bad people before for the simple fact that you did, like, he was an assassin. He's like, you might do bad things, but you're nice to me.
That
and
was
when I see you,
you did bad things in the past, but that was before I know you.
That's not I think Gon, when he meets someone, he's like, you may do bad stuff, but when you're here and I'm seeing you, like, you seem fine to me. Like, it's simple. He's like, you're a nice person. and you're nice to me, and I think you're nice in general, you're cool. So he doesn't really care about what they could do or what they do. Like, it's really like, I'm meeting you, I'm talking to you, and you're nice, so why can't we be friends? I think it's as simple as that with Gon. He's really like, yeah, as long as I enjoy them, they're fine. Like, Neferpito did a bad thing, I hate her.
Yeah.
You know, it's Neferpito hurt Kite, someone I care about. She hurt me. She's a bad person. I hate her. Or him. So it's simple. It's like straightforward. Yeah, you did that. I was there. I noticed it. You're done. Killua killed people. But he's still fine with being friends with him because, like, he didn't notice any of this. And when he's meeting Kurapika, like, he didn't do Kurapika. Killua, he's not doing anything bad to him. He's being nice and stuff. Like, yeah, I enjoy your company and stuff. You're not bad. It's really, like, in a way, he's a bit self-centered about this. But at the same time, he's also very pure.
You can summarize this to the fact that if when I know you, you don't do something bad to people, to me or to my friends, you're good in my book. But if you do, I'm gonna break you in half. But
I mean,
that's
the world
same
of
thing with
hunters,
everybody.
the hunters are so ambiguous when it comes to what they can do and what is acceptable for a hunter. Like, for some hunters, their job is to kill people, but it's their job, so people are like, and like, it really depends. Like, there's a rule saying that hunters can't hurt other hunters unless they do something really bad.
Ominous crimes.
But, like, it doesn't say you can steal, you can do shit. Like, they can do so much. I think the morality of a hunter,
as long as it's a part of their job.
The morality of a hunter is really, really different from our morality. So with Gon, and on top of that, like, it's the mentality of Gon as a character. Like, we've said before that he's really innocent in his way of thinking. Like, I do think that he would be fine being friends with a bad person if the person never did anything bad that he can acknowledge.
Do you remember the guy who basically asked Killua and Gon to train with when they were on Green Island in the canyon? That guy wanted to cut them up and kill them and was so psycho with it, but Gon was fine with him to just, I'm gonna just train with you and beat you up and just train myself over and over again. But he was fine with him. And he respected him at the end.
Kind of like, it all depends on how he sees you as a person. Like, right now, like, he's meeting his dad. Like, he could be resentful, he could be mean, he could be pissed at his dad for abandoning him. But I think as long as he understands, because, like, generally speaking, what Ging did is fucked up. It's really mean, and like, he doesn't deserve to be called a dad at all. Like, the people in the room understood that better than Gon. Yeah. But Gon, it's like, as long as he understands why Ging did this, he's gonna be fine with it. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. But I think we'll see how the conversation goes when they meet each other again. But as long as they have a conversation about it, I think he'll be fine. Like, I think he's sad that it had to happen, but if he understands it, he'll be okay with Ging as a person. So I want to see more of that. But I really, like, it's so gone for him to be, like, talking about Kite, because I wasn't strong enough and Kite suffered because of this, so I'm so sorry and stuff. And is that Ging really did say the perfect thing to Gon. Like, they are similar in that way. Gon understands the world in a similar way, than Ging. So to tell him, you weren't strong enough, but it's okay. Now you get to do it again and be strong. Like, that's exactly how Gon thought.
It wasn't all your fault. Kite made his choice himself. So yeah, you were weak. That's on you. So work on it.
He told him exactly what he needed to hear to not feel too bad. And he also told him, like, if you feel bad about, like, there is one thing you can feel bad about, but you can do something about it. So now you train, which I think is exactly how Gon reacted. Like, he was, he was pissed that he wasn't strong enough, but he blamed himself for Kite's death. So he told him, it's not your fault Kite died. It's your fault that you couldn't stay and help. Basically.
Yeah.
So he's like, next time you get to train. So yeah, Gon, I think he understands the world in a similar way. I fucked up, I wasn't strong enough, I get to train and become better and do it again. But to tell him that Kite made his choice and stuff, I think he needed to hear that. So I think, he's not a good father, but in that moment, he was a good parent.
No, not a good parent. A good mentor, a good from a hunter to another hunter.
I see it as as him taking his role as a parent for that little moment, which is good because he's not a dad usually. So that was great. That's great. That was
He's
great
not
to
a
see him
dad.
do that to Gon.
He's not a god point.
I know, but he can try. I mean,
Alright.
which is what I'm saying. He kind of did here, and I like that because he needed to hear that, and he needed to be told what to do.
Fine.
When we don't agree, that's that's what happens.
I do agree. I just started.
Then why are you fucking debating?
No, I'm not debating. I said I agree with you, but I'm seeing as other type of version too. That's it.
We're gonna move on to the next episode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already, as well as, I mean, the finale, if you think about it. Only 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the rest of the show, it's on Patreon, and the link is in the description below. So check it out.
Yeah, and if you don't, the next one shall be on YouTube soon enough, guys. So see you then.
Bye.